Hi there, good morning. Today we're going to have a little look at Pecorino Romano, which is a Italian sheep's milk cheese. It's one of the Italian DOP cheeses, which means it has to be produced in certain areas of Italy under strict controls, which guarantees its quality. Here I have an example I should say, of Pecorino Romano, authentic DOP, Pecorino Romano. This is made by the company Trentin, as you can probably just about see. Not so sure about this company, but it seems to produce lots of these types of cheeses, so I guess it's okay. And anyway, we're going to have a look to see. So this Pecorino Romano, this is made from sheep's milk, ewe's milk, as you usually call female sheep. It's usually made by a mixture of two milkings, morning and evening milk. Rennet, which is an enzyme, is added to coagulate the milk to get the solid out of it, as it were, the protein. Usually for Pecorino Romano, lamb's rennet is used, so as you can see, this is a very authentic sheep-based cheese, so anybody who's a sheep lover would enjoy it, except for the fact that the rennet's obviously from a lamb's intestines, so the lamb obviously died to get the rennet, but anyway, don't worry about that too much, because God created animals for food purposes. So anyway, moving on. It's made by then extracting the protein from the sheep's milk. This is then cooked, it's pressed to get the moisture out, the whey as it's called. It's then processed by having salt added. There's a special technique, and there's people who are trained in the process of rubbing in salt, and then the cheese is left to mature for at least 8 months. This one doesn't actually say on it how long it's been matured for, but it's pretty hard, and I'm pretty sure it must be at least 8 months, which is I think the minimum for maturing the hard version of Pecorino Romano. And once matured, it becomes a firm cheese, which is good for grating, but has other uses as well. So without further ado, let's get stuck in and let's see what it's like. So as you can see, it's vacuum packed, which is not ideal, but we have our knife, so let's cut it open. Took a bit of an effort. So first thing, smell. It's quite a pungent, cheesy smell, but certainly smells pretty healthy. Yep, I can see that. So pretty firm, slightly moist, obviously from being in the packet. Not much of a rind on this one actually. Traditionally, export Pecorino Romano had a black rind, which was reminiscent of the fact that the cheeses used to be rubbed with oil, grease or ash as they were maturing to help the maturing process, but then when exported, they were exported with a black layer, which more modern times was actually plastic, but reminiscent of the dark black layer that formed as it was rubbed, particularly with ash. But obviously this one doesn't have this dark layer. They obviously haven't kept to that tradition. But anyway, let's just go for a little slice. So it's not too firm, fairly easy to slice, as you maybe saw on the bottom of the video there, I'm not so sure. But anyway, here we go. Here's our piece of Pecorino Romano. As you can see, this one is moderately aged. It's got a slightly grainy structure. And let's just go for tasting. A good grainy, ever so slightly chewy consistency. Quite a strong, pungent flavour. Salty, not quite so strong as Parmesan, but certainly got a saltiness, but got a very nice cheesy aspect to it as well. So I can definitely recommend it. This would be a nice cheese just on its own, but particularly grated, maybe even in little lumps in pasta or rice and in salad. maybe even dipped in honey, something sweet, that would be nice as well. So I can definitely recommend this one. Make sure once you've had your sample or used what you need, make sure you wrap it up well in the plastic or maybe even in some paper so that it doesn't go too hard. And this should keep for a week or two in my fridge, but as it's quite nice, it shouldn't last that long until I've eaten it. So see you later. Bye.